Hello, this is Kevin Richards here from Rock the Stage NYC on YouTube and rpmvocalstudio.com on the web for voice lessons worldwide. Please like this video if you liked it. Share this video if you also liked it. Comment below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. Check in the description there. There's a link to get both my vocal courses, Breaking the Chains and its companion warm-up or beginner sort of program, just for $50. That's half off the normal price. If you went to thevoxshop.com, you would pay $100, but since you're a cool person and clicked on this thumbnail, that's my gift to you for watching this. You get half off. So here's this, the how to sing better in pitch. Now there's a little confusion. Some people interchange the term singing out of key and singing out of pitch, or off pitch or out of key, as the same thing. They're not really. Singing out of key is you're singing the right notes, and they could be on pitch. They could technically be in tune, but they're out of key for the song. Now, I had a student who was doing this. He was singing where it was more comfortable for him. Unfortunately, they were a whole step or a whole tone lower than the actual key of the song. Let's say the song was in A, right? And he should have been singing, yeah. He was singing, yeah, in G. So it would have been, yeah, yeah, yeah. He was out of key for the song, but the notes were right. He was on pitch, the notes were correct. He was just a full step too low, because that was more comfortable for him to sing. That's out of key. Now, out of pitch is when the actual pitches themselves are not in tune. And how can we get better pitch control, teach our vocal cords, basically, teach our brains really what to tell the vocal cords, where that pitch is. We want to give it no other option. Like when we hear it synchronous, when we hear it line up with the actual pitch, that we're telling our brains, that's where I want that pitch. I don't want it over here. I don't want it over there. I want it right here. Now, another thing, do not use like an app, like a guitar tuner app for pitch. It's very inaccurate. The microphone on your phone is, big, so it's not picking up all the overtones and undertones of a human voice. So it's very inaccurate in terms of measuring pitch. It'll say you're off 5% or over there. That's okay. The human ear, the human brain ear, cannot detect a pitch that is less than 10% either sharp or flat. So going by, oh my God, I'm 4% off to the left, I'm out of pitch. No, to the human ear, you'll still be in pitch. So don't go by app, because they're not designed for the human voice, they're designed for guitars. So they're designed for string instruments, which don't have as many undertones and overtones as the human voice. So they're very inaccurate per se. And they can kind of give you the wrong impression about singing plus or minus on the pitch. But that's okay, the human ear will hear it as on pitch. But we want to try to get as close as possible. So get an instrument, whether it's a piano app or it's a guitar, that you can play to, or a piano app. You can play this and use your human ear to hear when it's synchronous. You'll know, because when it's off-centered, it'll sound like it's rubbing, or it sounds like it's oscillating. And when you hear it come in sync, you'll know. Technically, they may not be perfectly on pitch. You wouldn't want to go back and auto-tune an old Doors record, right? From the Doors. There are lots of slightly flat notes. It takes their Janis Joplin. Why? That's part of the human experience. That's part of how we should hear music. Auto-tuning sucks. So how do we do this so we don't need it, right? Take the instrument and sing to it. You'll know whether you're sharp or flat, because it won't sound lined up. And I'll give you an example of this. Use a hum. Do not use an open sound. Hum has to be more accurate. It's devoid of tonality. Like, I can make that, I can change the tone. You kind of have to really go out of your way to kind of change the tonality of a hum. Plus, it's more accurate. You'll hear the pitch is more out from a hum than an open sound. Open sound's more forgiving. So here we go. I'm going to sing this slightly flat, and you'll hear me tune it in. I'll go a little sharp. Your ear is the better tuner than a tuner. And this is what you want. Because an open sound can be slightly flat. Blowing by you in a song, you can't tell that it's slightly flat. That's why these older records, you wouldn't want to go back and auto-tune a Led Zeppelin record. It would take all the charm, all the natural, you'll kind of like the sound of your voice. And you're not going to overcompress, you're not going to belt it, you're not going to yell it, right? You're not going to underdo it. You're going to get the right compression for it. Once you get notes, try a small arpeggio. Once you get out of majors, try some minors. Or something exotic like this. Something a little weird sounding, you know. Make a nice little jazz chord. And test your pitch ability to be able to, you know, the other thing is also hit random notes and see how quickly you can match that tone. How quickly can you recall where the pitch is? That is your training pitch memory. Your brain has a memory of where the stretch is for that pitch. That's important for singing in pitch. Till next time, this is Kevin Richards. Keep rocking, keep practicing. See ya.